Alright, we have an amateur bracket game coming up here. For the round of 32, let me post the stream link. This is going to be sruman playing dragon versus alphasquid playing crane. Ooh, interesting list for crane here. Let's take a look at the dragon list. Dragon list seems pretty normal. He has one mountain does not fall, which is not unheard of, but definitely unusual. He also has 2 Kudaka, that's interesting, and 2 Volcanic Troll, wow. So some interesting includes there. Hello, Ripdad Tar, how's it going? Let's see. He also has 1 Togashi Kazue and 1 Ancient Master. I don't think we see that in Dragon a lot, but since he doesn't have the skirmishers as part of his Crab Splash, I guess he wanted more conflict characters. The nice thing is he's actually not going to have to worry about attachment control this game. It looks like there's no attachment control in the Crane deck, so he can just play that Kazue as an attachment and go wild with that. The Crane deck is running 3 Deceptive Offer, 2 Mark of Shame, and 1 Tainted Koku as the splash, which is very unorthodox. The only normal cards in there are the 2 Mark of Shame, which is a pretty good card. We see an opening here with Asami and Raitsugu. But yeah, Deceptive Offer is pretty bad, right? Like, I don't think that card is really worth running. Like, generally cards where your opponent gets to choose one of 2 effects are not that good unless both effects are just like so good that it doesn't matter. But yeah, like usually your opponent can just choose the better effect for them. Like in most cases it'll probably be fine to just give them the buff, and if you really don't need to, it's not like unless you are like really low on honor, which is not very likely in this matchup. You can just give them the honor if you need to. We see a conflict at Sacred Sanctuary here. Oh, but he did play the Seal of the Dragon. I was about to say that would be really good luck, except for he does have the Seal of the Dragon here. So we do see the defense and the stronghold used. It's 5-5 now. Sami is more skill, so can't bow him. Or sorry, can't take an honor. You could move home here so you don't get dueled. That's actually worth considering. And then you could do a military attack later. Of course, that means that you don't get this Void Ring, but the Void Ring doesn't seem particularly important. Yeah, so we see a pass, so Retsugu is going to duel here. This should be a free win, right? It's 7-3. So, yeah, they both bid 1. So that will take 1 fate off of Asami. Looking at the rest of the Crane deck real quick, there are some other odd cards in here as well. Test of Skill I haven't really seen much of in a while. I don't think that's particularly good. Game of Sadane costs 1, so it's usually not really that good. He's running Charge as his restricted list card. I think this is probably a mistake. I think he should go with the Policy Debate and Crane over the Charge. Dynasty deck is not... Okay, so he's not running Yoshi, which I think is a mistake. Yoshi is a really... Yoshi is one of the best cards in Crane, basically, right? I think not running that is just wrong. He also has 2 Artisan Academy and 2 Bonsai Garden and no Imperial Palace. with one cincher in the deck. I really disagree with that. I think you should cut both of those provinces out completely, and put in the, like, if you cut those out, you can put in the palace and 3 Yoshi, right? Seems good. I missed this. So we saw a deceptive offer going to take 1 honor. Again, not a big deal. There's a for shame, dishonors. He's going to attach a finger of jade. So this doesn't really change anything yet. Crane is still winning but not breaking. You definitely don't want to get bowed because... Oh wait, actually, you can't get bowed because of Sacred Sanctuary. So what then is the Finger of Jade for? We have a Go Crane from Isomalt. Welcome to the stream. There's a Steward of Law. That will be enough for the break. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why he played this Finger of Jade. I guess maybe for Noble Sack. You don't want to get Noble Sacked. That's fair. He'll need to come up with 1 more skill here, though, if he doesn't want this to break. What could he have? Shoots here, too. Yeah, I mean, this Crane deck is pretty interesting. Yeah, reset. Resets on, like, Sunday, I think. Haven't been streaming a whole lot lately, but yeah. Thanks for the bits, Isomalt. Let's see what's happening here. We have a Hurricane Punch. Gets canceled by Voice of Honor. Why did he Hurricane Punch? Just to draw, I guess? Yeah, I think he was just trying to draw a card there. Pondered this game or the main cup game, but there's a Crane here, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So the Void Ring does go off there. He's going to pass his first conflict. Just let Crane, like, you could just attack, but it's better to just let Crane pass the conflict first, so there's no chance of, like, anything happening, right? Yeah, alphasquid is a relatively new player, I believe. For the most part, his deck is pretty decent, but there are some card choices in there that are a little bit strange. We see a Kami Unleashed here. What's he gonna do? Well, let's see what province he finds. Hitting Restoration here would be excellent. Feast or Famine would be fine also. You really just don't want to hit Shameful, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, he's running Upholding Authority and Pilgrimage under the Stronghold, actually. So there's actually no bad province in the row to hit here. So this is actually a really good place to attack. I like this attack. He's going for the Water Ring. Going to unbow Asami. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the Water Ring here. Because, like, you're not going to be able to defend the military attack coming in, right? It's going to be 4 strength. This is military water. I guess he could have a buff here, and he could actually go for the break. Do you really care if he breaks, though? Like, this is just going to be a farmable province now. I feel like you probably... I feel like you don't defend this. Ooh, he does defend, actually. Wow. It's a shame he doesn't have the dual still. So this will guarantee that Crane gets the favor. You could actually move her in here as well, if you want. Although that's like not really going to do anything, right? So yeah, this is fine. So the problem there, I guess, is if Dragon attacks and finds Magistrate Station, then you're in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, definitely. Oh wait, Dragon has Palace. I always forget that. Yeah, so Dragon actually is going to get the favor, but again, the Crane deck has no Yoshi, which I again think is not ideal, but it means he doesn't care as much about the favor. Does have one Sentry though. So, I mean, overall, not a terrible turn for either player. Dragon would definitely prefer if the Sacred Sanctuary was still unbroken, but could be worse. This is why I think the best Dragon row currently is you put Sanctuary under your Stronghold, and then you have Restoration, Feast or Famine, Shameful Display, and Upholding Authority. Like, Shameful Display is just so good. Not having it in your row, I think, weakens your row, no matter what. Kitsuki Investigator is pretty good in this matchup, as well as being just a pretty good card in general. So we might see that get played here. Guest of Honor, not really what you want. Doji Challenger as second player is not too great either. But do you play Hotaru when you only have 7 Fate? Playing Challenger might be fine here. It's unfortunate you don't have Fate Worse Than Death to deal with the Investigator. But if he does attack, you can still use a card before he investigates. We do see the Hotaru played. I mean, Hotaru is potentially good here. Getting a double firing seems pretty strong. Luckily, Investigator is not a Borderlands defender. Yeah, he'd really be in trouble if it was a Borderlands defender. That's true. Double firing seems good. You could honor Hotaru, dishonor Investigator. Double Earth Ring is good as well to get the hand advantage back in your favor. Those are probably the best two options. Double Void would be okay as a third option, but it's not quite as good and it doesn't have Fate on it. Ooh, we see a Jade Masterpiece here. So that's a pretty strong card. That's going to let him move a Fate from one of these rings to a different ring. Going to go from Earth to Fire, so now he can take this 2 Fate firing, and that's pretty strong. Jade Masterpiece is a really good card because it just, you know, keeps building up that advantage for you the whole game pretty much. And we see a Pathfinder's Blade on Raitsugu, so it's probably going to be an attack with just Raitsugu. And he's not too afraid of hitting the Magistrate Station currently. So that seems good. Saw Dragon cutting Masterpiece recently. Yeah, I think dragons have been cutting Masterpiece. Yeah, I mean, sruman isn't really a dragon player. He's a crab player who's just playing dragon because he's a trader. But yeah, a lot of dragons have been cutting Masterpiece. I think it's just not really worth it. Like, you want to... Yeah, with Tattoo gone, you have more deck slots, that's true. I think you want your attachments to be, like, high impact, though, right? Like, Jade Masterpiece isn't really a high impact attachment. It's more like a Spyglass where it just generates value over time. And that's not really the dragon style as much. Like, they like playing a bunch of swords and just breaking provinces. It also costs 1 fate, so... we see Manicured Garden here, so that's going to mean 2 fate. Well, no, 1 fate. He Pathfinder's Blades that. There's no defense either. So, I think you should actually honor your... Yeah, I think it's probably better to honor your investigator here. That turns off Voice of Honor. He's going to be around for a long time. And if you dishonor Hotaru, then you're worried about Soul Beyond Reproach. There are 3 of those in the deck, and he does have 1 fate. So I would just honor my investigator, honestly. I feel like that's probably better. Like, it loses to Mark of Shame, but he only has 1 fate, so you would have to go for the air ring. Yeah, he does decide to honor the investigator. I think that is probably the right choice. So we're going to see, yeah, a big political attack here now. Again, I think Earth and Void are the best options currently. If you do have the Mark of Shame, you might go for the air ring. Yeah, 3 Soul Beyond Reproach, definitely not dishonoring Hotaru, yeah. The only problem, though, is that the investigator can defend and investigate first action to get rid of the Mark of Shame, if you have it. Ooh, wow, we see no defense. This loses pretty hard to Mark of Shame into Noble Sack. Looks like... Oh, no, he doesn't have enough fate for that. Never mind. He would need 1 more fate. Yeah, so I mean, you're not winning this conflict. You might as well just let Restoration break, I guess. The double airing is not really a big deal, right? Oh, he's gonna move Hotaru home. That's good, I think. You don't really need the double effect here on the airing. Although you could have moved Asami home, because there aren't going to be... Yeah, air is weird. Again, it did have a fate on it, so the only reason I can think of to go air is if you have Mark of Shame. But yeah, I do think you should have moved the... Okay, I guess he's moving Asami home, or Hotaru home in case... Yeah, he's not going to get the Hotaru ability now. I think maybe he's doing this in case Dragon hits Magistrate Station, then you can unbow her and do your military attack. So it kind of makes it awkward for Dragon to attack here. But it's awkward not to attack also because then you don't get to investigate. Plus, if you hit Fertile Fields, there's a chance you get Mark of Shame Noble Sacked. Unless you have something. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you do here. I mean, if you don't attack, you're just going to get military attacked by the Hotaru, right? Let's see what he decides to do. Looks like we are going to see an attack here. The other thing is if you defend, you can just get admit defeated. Going for the Void Ring, okay. Seems fine. Ooh, he does hit Fertile Fields. Oh, there's no Seeker Fate though because he hit Manicured this turn. Wish Crane could run Investigator, it would be so wonderful. Well, I mean, literally any clan would run Investigator. If Investigator was a neutral card, he would be 3 times in every deck. He's just way too good. Ooh, we do see the Mark of Shame. So this is a Problem now, he's gonna have to court games here so he doesn't get bowed by the stronghold. But that might not even be enough. He does have enough to win here with the box. Yeah, I guess that's fine. If Crane has a court games now, then you have to investigate, right? Because you can't risk noble sack. Ooh, he does have it. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh, the Crane still has no fate though, so you actually don't have to worry about that. And he can't force shame you because Hotaru is, of course, not a courtier. It makes a lot of sense. So he is going to use the Mountain's Anvil Castle, so he won't get bowed. He will need another buff here. Yeah, anyone would run most of the Dragon Dynasty characters, that's true. They probably have the strongest Dynasty deck in the game. It's just really good. Fertile Fields gets used, so you can investigate now. Yep, gonna do that on the Earth Ring. See, finds admit defeat, 2 charge, court games, game of Sedane, soul beyond reproach. So a lot of these cards are dead here. It's a good thing he didn't dishonor Hotaru. Ooh, he does discard the soul beyond reproach. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess literally every card in the hand is dead actually. So you don't have anything to worry about here. And now, I don't know. I mean, discarding the soul beyond reproach is interesting. I guess that's good, right? Oh wow, he doesn't have another buff actually, so he's just gonna lose that conflict. A little bit unfortunate there, but not getting the Void Ring isn't gonna be a really big deal. For a relatively new player, alphasquid plays seems kind of okay. Yeah, I think alphasquid is playing pretty well for a new player. And I mean, obviously he must have played well to make it to the amateur bracket in the first place. So that's a good sign. Again, his deck list does have some strange choices in it, but for the most part, it's alright. Dragon will get the favor yet again, thanks to that Imperial Palace, fair and balanced card. There goes Asami. And Dragon's looking at a couple of dishonored characters here, which is not really a spot you want to be in against Crane with 2 Noble Sacks in the deck. Ro32 does have the Finger of Jade, but this Investigator is not protected. Not to mention he's dishonored with a Mark of Shame, so he's a 0-1, which is pretty not good. Master Alchemist is really good. I think you 100% play the Master Alchemist. We see Asahina Storyteller. That is not really a very good card, I think. We don't really see it a lot. It is only 1 times in the deck, though. Callow Delegate seems good. Marishma seems good, maybe. Oh, wait, is the other game a is Sir Legends playing Dragon? Oh yeah, the other game is a Dragon Mirror. Well, this one will hopefully be more interesting than that. Ooh, Dragon's gonna bid 3 there to take some honor back. I'm not really sure I agree with that. I think you should keep bidding 5 as Dragon. I'm sure Mind's Desire would agree with me. Like you're not in any danger honor-wise, right? I guess if you bid 5 and he bids 1, you go down to 5 honor, but still, like, that's not even that bad. Although I guess maybe his thought was that playing Asami here might telegraph that he's going for a dishonor, but I don't know. I wouldn't expect Crane to bid 1 there. That seems silly. Um, Storyteller on paper is quite good. Just didn't find a home so far because it's slow value. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? Is that like all it really is a big stat forecast, not big stat, but like average stat forecast that potentially draws you a bunch of cards later on, but that's yeah, not really that great. You want cards that are going to do something right away in Crane, as Shoot says. I was gonna find Feast or Famine here. Ooh. So this is pretty dangerous, actually. You just let him break this. Yeah, no defense. You're gonna suffer the double Earth Ring, which you don't want. You see Reprieve on Raitsugu. Why does he play Reprieve on Raitsugu? Oh, I guess he doesn't want it to get discarded. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, you just let this break. You steal the fate from Asami onto Raitsugu, and then he just lives forever with this finger and this Reprieve. That's pretty good. You could steal the fate from Hotaru, but it's only 1 fate instead of 2, so I think you should steal from Asami. Yeah, that definitely hurts there. The other one was Upholding Authority, so not really great either way, but Feast or Famine is definitely a lot worse. Let's see. Is there anything Crane can do here, actually? Let me take a look at the list. Gonna play a Kami Unleashed. Ooh, so this will be a triple Earth Ring. I mean, I guess that's a trade, right? Like triple Earth Ring for Feast or Famine break, but yeah, his board is gonna be looking pretty sad next turn, right? Ooh, we see a Cloud the Mind on Hotaru. That's pretty good. Kami Unleashed going to resolve the Earth Ring. It's a Tattooed Wanderer, not the end of the world. If there is one problem here for Dragon is that it's going to be kind of awkward to get Kitsuki Investigator into conflict now, I think. I was thinking about maybe honoring him during this conflict. Yeah, I think that might be fine actually. You just honor him during this conflict and then you attack fire and honor him again. I think that's fine. Let's see. You could have actually. Ooh, wow. I don't like this. Ooh, he has the Soul Beyond Reproach, immediately punished. Yeah, I think that was a bad play. I think you should honor your investigator. But yeah, for some reason chooses to dishonor Hotaru. There's a Finger of Jade on the investigator. Not 100% sure. I mean, I guess, yeah, the Earth Ring, so might as well. You're gonna get a fate back. Yeah, so there is the break. Let's see what the Earth Ring hits. It is a Hurricane Punch. That's pretty decent. So yeah, I expect now we will see Raitsugu attack Fertile Fields with the firing. Expect that to be the play. You want to get the Void Ring here as well, but since there's a Fate on the firing, I think you need to do that first and just hope he doesn't take the Void Ring. So again, the Dragon Stronghold is Pilgrimage, so alphasquid should not attack the Stronghold unless he is like 100% sure he can break it. Looks like he forgot to use Jade Masterpiece. It's unfortunate. Squid need to protect Void Ring if he wants to have a shot. Yeah, that's true. So he'll probably have to take the Void Ring. Can you manual mode Fate on rings? Should be able to, right? Yeah, I think you can. Ooh, wow, he's gonna put... Okay, I actually like this. So he puts 2 Fate on the Water Ring. So he's just gonna do a military water attack with Raitsugu and bow the Asami. Yeah, this seems good. Because then she can't participate in the political attack also. And then you just go Void, right? So Squid will need a conflict character then. Yeah, so it is going to be just Raitsugu, water into Fertile Fields. Crane will get to draw a card. But I don't think there's anything that card could be that would save him here. Yeah, if he has a conflict character, that's pretty good. So he has to just defend this, right? If he has only one, he plays it first action. Does he need to? I don't see why he has to play it during the conflict. Like, he can just wait, right? We see no defense. I feel like I would defend this. I mean, you just get dueled anyway, I guess, but you force him to use the box and the duel that way if he wants to get it for free. Yeah, so I think you should defend this, and if he doesn't do that, then you prevent the honor loss and the break, maybe. Oh, yeah, and not investigator here. This is a military attack. So that is going to be the break, and Asami does get bowed, so yeah, I think that was a mistake not defending with her. Unless he had, like, ready for battle or something, but he doesn't. He does have the Steward of Law, though, So this is pretty good. He can take this Void Ring off of the table now so that the honored Hotaru will stick around for another round. That is definitely what he should do. And again, he should... Actually, yeah, he can just attack the Stronghold here. Although... that does mean that Dragon doesn't really have to defend. Yeah, I would actually attack the last face-down province instead of the Stronghold. I think this is incorrect. Because now you don't get the Void Ring no matter what. I don't know how much that will matter, but... we do see the Master Alchemist defend this. This Investigator is going to get bowed by the Crane Box unless he Finger of Jades it. So I think he probably won't get another break this turn. The other problem, which is probably not really a problem, is if he hits Magistrate Station, then Hotaru unbows. But I think that's not really a problem because he can probably break it, right? He just Finger of Jades the box and then Strongholds. And he still gets favor because of the Imperial Palace. So yeah, I think this should be fine for Dragon. See if Crane has any cards to play here. What could you play? Not a whole lot. You could play For Shame. But again, that wouldn't really do anything, right? I'm actually not even sure if the defense was correct here. There are no bonsais in the Crane deck. Yeah, so you could have probably just not defended that, actually. I don't know. Things about For Shame plus Bonsai plus Katana. Well, yeah, that's a good point. The problem, though, is that there are no Katanas and no Bonsais in the Crane deck. So I'm pretty sure there was no way for him to break that. Seems like a mistake. He is going to find Magistrate Station. This is actually good. Well, no, Shameful would have been better, right? No Bonsai, ouch, yeah. Having no Bonsai definitely hurts. So you Finger of Jade the Stronghold, right? Ooh, he bows. Ooh. That feels pretty bad. He's not going to get the break now. I think you should definitely Finger of Jade that. Well, he's already used one Deceptive Offer. And he could just give him Honor, right? Like, you don't even care. You just give him 2 Honor. There's the Investigate, Admit Defeat, Charge, Court Games, Deceptive Offer, Game of Sedane, Noble Sack, Soul Beyond Reproach, 2 Test of Skill. Discards Soul Beyond Reproach. So, see, the problem with that is you could have Finger of Jaded the Stronghold. Deceptive Offer, yeah. It's not a good card. Don't do Deceptive Offer, people. So yeah, the problem with that is that you could have Finger of Jaded the Stronghold and then discarded the Noble Sack there in case he had Away the Crane or something. I guess he can Test of Skill to try to find another one. And maybe you don't have any other way to save this Investigator, so you just bow, I don't know. But again, not breaking the Magistrate Station feels pretty bad. I guess you can dishonor Hotaru with this firing, so that's fine. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. So yeah, you dishonor Hotaru. You still get the favor. And yeah, this board state is pretty overwhelmingly in Dragon's favor now, if it wasn't already. Hotaru is going to be dying this turn, and none of the Dragon characters are, unless there's some kind of voidering or something. Ooh, the Volcanic Troll has arrived. He's first player, he could play this. Oh, we see a duplicate for Doji Hotaru, though. That's actually pretty good. Artisan Academy, not ideal. I would probably play both of these one-drops. Yeah. We do see the Volcanic Troll and the Dune Shugenja. And then you probably pass here. Just take the passing fate. Yep. So again, Volcanic Troll going first. Is he playing Rival? Ooh. You're not gonna like the answer to that question. Also, why did he not play Calo Delegate? That's a little bit confusing to me. The answer to that question is no, he's not playing Political Rival for some reason, and I also didn't notice it until you pointed it out. That is definitely a mistake. Political Rival should be in every Crane deck. It's such a good card. But yeah, his conflict characters are 2 Kami Unleashed and 3 Steward of Law, so at least he has the Stewards, I guess. But yeah, you definitely want those political rivals. So Volcanic Troll can attack first here. You can just go at Magistrate Station with the Air Ring if you need the Fate. Or the Void Ring would actually be pretty good. Yeah, I don't think Crane can win. I think you just go Void here actually, right? Ooh, no, he is going Air. I think I would actually go Void. I think that is more valuable than the 2 Fate here. Because if you kill Hotaru, then like what is he gonna do, right? I guess this way, if he flips another Hotaru clone, it'll still be clouded, so there's that, instead of having a ton of fate to spend on it again. Smattering of honor gain cards, but no commitment to any one deck archetype, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's going for some kind of honor thing because of the Bonsai Gardens and the Disciples. Yeah, there's a lot of honor stuff in his deck, more than a usual Crane deck. Love how they seem to value air when it does nothing. Yeah, I mean, it gives him 2 fate, that's what it does. But again, I don't think that's really big enough here. Like, he already had 4 fate. Just go Void, right? There's a Daisho on Raitsugu. So he can actually, yeah, he should actually be able to just duel the Hotaru, right? 3 3 win condition Crane, yeah. That's the strat, maybe. Wow. All 3 Soulbound Approach gone. Only one way of the Crane, though. Yeah, I mean, why would you only go for 1 or 2 win conditions when you could go for 3? Looks like the other game finished. We are seeing an all-in attack at the stronghold. This is going to be 9 strength. So I expect to see a pretty big defense from Dragon here. Let's see, the Crane stronghold is entrenched position. Yeah, I'm sure he'll figure out like which cards are working out and which ones he needs to replace. Yeah, so this is what I expected. Defend with everybody except for the Alchemist. Ro32 is immediately going to duel Hotaru. Interesting. You can just bid to win here. You're up 5 honor. Yeah, alphasquid is super new. That's true. So still has some learning to do, but pretty good player despite that. So we see Hotaru get dueled. You can Crane Stronghold here. You're only winning by 2. So again, he's going for the Void Ring, but he's going at Pilgrimage. I think I would have attacked at Upholding Authority with this Void Ring. Oh wait, no, you don't. You can't double Void because of Hotaru. Yeah, maybe not then. We see the Finger of Jade there. There's the Investigator. Wow, all 3 charge in hand. Yeah, see, this is the other problem is you should not run charge as your restricted list card in Crane because this is what happens. They just sit in your hand all the game and do nothing. 2 court games, 2 deceptive offer, 4 shame, 2 game of Sedane, noble sack. All 3 test of skill. Wow, he should probably start playing those. Although his deck is getting a little bit low here. Discards the 4 shame. That's probably the best card to hit there. So you can court games to honor Hotaru. Deceptive offer doesn't really do anything. It just takes honor. You could also game of Sedane, I guess. Between Hotaru and Doom Shugenja. It's a little bit risky though. Ooh, he is going to do it. So do you bid to win here? Like, you have to bid to win as Crane, right? You can't afford to lose this. But that means Dragon can just bid 1 and take his honor back. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. Crane is going to bid to win. So that 2 honor from the Ro32 duel just goes right back. You do get 2 honors this way, though. You can honor Hotaru and the Whisperer, but that it just doesn't do anything, right? Like, you're essentially, this is 1 honor for you and minus 1 honor for your opponent, but you paid 2 honor and 1 fate and a card to get it. So not really worth it there, I think. You can get up to 13 here, so he'd be winning by 5, still 2 off. And Dragon still hasn't used the Stronghold. But yeah, there's nothing else in his hand. There's the court games. So yeah, he has to play these test of skills. If he plays all 3 though, he's going to deck himself. Dragon hasn't used the Master Alchemist yet either. Actually, why did he put that fate on the Earth Ring? Shouldn't he put them both on the Fire Ring? Then get 2 fate back? I don't know. So, yeah, Master Alchemist got used. And yeah, literally the only thing you can do here is play test of skill. The rest of his hand is just dead. Tainted Koku. So he named events. So he gets a Game of Sedane and Way the Crane. Discards that Tainted Koku. Oh, it's only 3 cards if you don't have a what do you call it? A duelist. That's right. Mountain's Anvil Castle gets used. That seems weird. Not sure why he did that. Maybe he doesn't want to get Game of Sedane again? Just for the dishonor? Well, for free, that is. Admit defeat, censure, and mark of shame. Ooh. So discards that mark of shame. Takes admit defeat and censure, but those are both dead here. Yeah, so this is not looking good for Crane. I don't know if there's any card left in his deck that will actually help him. That is the problem when you have no attachments to play in your own characters, and no... Ooh, there's a let go on Mark of Shame. Interesting. He doesn't have to worry about the Tainted Koku or the other Mark of Shame, so yeah, that's good actually. Nothing else to let go at this point. There's the last test of skill. Noble Sack and 2 Voice of Honor. So probably take Noble Sack Voice, right? All you can really do though is Noble Sack Raitsugu to get rid of the Reprieve. Which is not amazing. It's going to take 1 Voice of Honor, and we'll see what the other one is. Noble Sack, alright. So he only has 3 cards left in his deck at this point. That's a little bit of a problem. Like, I think Crane is just going to run out of steam here. He still hasn't used the Artisan Academy yet, but again, I don't think there's any card he could find here that would help. We could probably figure out what's left in his deck, but I'm not going to do that because I'm too lazy. I'm still not sure why Dragon spent the Stronghold here for like no effect basically. I think it must have just been to make it harder to Game of Sedane to dishonor the Investigator. But like winning this conflict does absolutely nothing. And he's not even winning, so like what's the point? 6, 7. Yeah, it should be 7. Ooh, Artisan Academy finds for shame. That's still not going to be good enough. Like, the most you get out of that is 3 skill, I think. Unless you... Okay, so... 3, 4... So 7 to 9... So you could game of Sedane the Investigator and to dishonor him and then for shame him. That could actually be what he needs. Dragon would have to have like no cards. Well, he has Finger of Jade, so Noble Sack would not do anything. Plus, it would still be 5 to 9. He would only be winning by 4 if he did that, since the Whisper would leave play. So that wouldn't be good enough. Yeah, I mean, Dragon literally just has to have like pretty much anything. A court games. Let's see. If he has like Void Fist, he can just Void Fist somebody with ro32. If he had Void Fist, he would play it, right? Like, has he just not drawn any this game? Yeah, it looks like he hasn't. That's a little bit unfortunate. He actually has one Assassinate. He knows that Crane has the one Voice of Honor in hand, though, now. He's gonna Finger of Jade the Force Shame. That seems good. What is he gonna do about the Game of Sedane now, though? I mean, Noble Sack doesn't lose him the game still, right? Ooh, he has the Assassinate. Okay, so this is gonna get Voice of Honored. Yep. But that is the last Voice of Honor. So yeah, we could see the Game of Sedane into Noble Sack. But I think that will just be okay for Dragon, because that will mean that it's still not breaking. Like, you lose your Investigator, but that's... You still have all these other characters, so you should be fine, right? And he could even have like a Reprieve or another Finger of Jade. So Dragon should bid 1 here. Crane is definitely going to bid to win, right? And if he takes some honor, then when he like can't draw any more cards, right? Yeah, ooh. So it takes a lot of honor there, going down to 3 for Crane. So yeah, he's going to be drawing 1 card a turn now. Which is not really where you want to be, especially with no characters on the board. So yeah, we will probably see the Noble Sack here. Well, he'll be at 5 honor, right? Because these honored characters will leave play, but still, that won't be enough. So you Noble Sack the Investigator. No reason not to. And then you still don't break, so you lose. I mean, you win the conflict, but... He can't cancel it. He doesn't have any cancels in his deck. It's unfortunate that Dragon hasn't seen the 1x Kazue as well. Again, with no attachment 8 on the Crane side, that would be really powerful in this matchup. What is he thinking about here? Ooh, okay. Plays Deceptive Offer to take 1 honor. That's pretty good. You're going to get a couple honor back this way. At least 1 honor anyway. Does he have another one in hand? Yeah, you just play them both, right? Yep. Take that honor. So, I mean, the card essentially says take 1 honor, but I don't think that's too impactful here. You're going to get an unopposed conflict coming up. And he could go fire to dishonor you, so you'll still be at 5 honor. So you still can't reshuffle. He does still have 2 the cranes left, though. Plus he has those bonsai gardens, so it might actually be kind of difficult to dishonor crane here. I mean, obviously the goal is to just break the stronghold, right? There's the noble sack. So yeah, this is 5 to 9. So winning by 4 needs to win by 7, so you would need 3 more skill, which he does not have, definitely. There he goes. Oh, 6, I forgot the favor. Yeah, so that's going to be it. He's going to win but not break. Like, the exact combination of cards... Oh, no. Yeah, if he had 1 for shame left, and then he also had the 3rd Stewart. Ooh, interesting. He's going to do another noble sack just to get rid of that reprieve. I mean, sure, I guess. But Reitsugu's not going to die this turn anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Hotaru was going to die anyway, I guess. And Dragon's going to get the favor anyway. So can't really call that bad necessarily. But yeah, I think it's just over for Crane now. Like, he's just completely out of steam at this point. Dragon's going to get this free unopposed attack here. It's going to be Earth. Earth is actually pretty good. You're going to discard 1 of alphasquid's cards. Alphasquid essentially has 11 cards left in this game. Like, he just can't reshuffle, right? There's no way he can afford that much honor loss. So taking 1 of those away is going to be pretty good. And then drawing a card for yourself as well. He would need 5 more strength to break this, and there's no way he gets that much, I think. So yeah, just going to be the pass. Ooh, hits a charge. Not really what you want to hit. He has 3 of those, well, 2 now in hand. But that's what it is. There goes the Doom Shugenja. So let's see what the flips are here. I think you should probably discard the Imperial Palace at this point, right? Is Censure in the discard? Don't think so. But yeah, you should still discard the Imperial Palace. Just dig for me too here. Oh, we do see the Bonsai Garden. No Mitsu, that's unfortunate. Yeah, without Mitsu, you just have like no coverts, right? Since he isn't running the skirmishers. And Crane can go first attack firing, so playing the troll is probably not good. I think you should play everything but the troll. 4, 6. Yeah. So yeah, we see Doom Chugenja. There's the Alchemist 2 Fate. And then you play the Swordsmith, right? I guess you could take the Passing Fate if he plays the... Nope, he didn't play it. So this is going to be an interesting bid here. If Dragon bids 1... No, he bids 3, okay. So yeah, he had the option of bidding a little bit higher to see some more cards. He was kind of low on honor, though. If he bid 1 there, then Crane could not bid more than 2, because then he would just lose. We're going to see a Way of the Crane here to get that double honor. So yeah, Dragon will be going for the Stronghold break here, I imagine. There's a Finger of Jade on ro32. So the question, I guess, is does he go for political or military? I feel like you should go military. There is charge, though. Military is still probably better, though, right? You have like 20 skill after box. There's no way he can beat that. So Crane should probably attack fire to turn off the troll, and then also dishonor somebody. Yeah, right, Sugu just gonna kill everything. So attacking fire is worth... you do have to attack at the upholding authority, though, which means he's going to get to discard something out of your hand. So you could just not attack. I mean, I think either way you lose. Okay, he's going water. Interesting. Yeah, so he... Okay, I'm more than a little bit confused at this point. He's going political water here at the stronghold. If you're going up pilgrimage, there's literally no reason to not go fire. Water only had 1 fate on it, fire has 2 fate. Also, fire turns off troll. So this is absolutely the wrong decision here. If you want the watering effect, you have to go at the face down province there, which is upholding authority. And the other confusing thing is that we see a very large defense as well, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, are you really that worried that he's going to break this? I can't imagine. So I think what you do here is you honor both of the alchemists and then attack fire to get all of that fate. It's going to be a 4 fate. Ooh, we see a game of Sedane. A game of Sedane to do absolutely nothing. I guess he wanted to try and steal some honor. It was on an honored character and a 0 glory character, so that seems weird. Alright, Tsugu's going to go ahead and kill that politician. Why is he trying to dishonor? He's out of noble sacks. He's already played both of them. I'm not really sure on this. Like, I mean, he just loses here, right? He's out of cards that will save him. In fact, he ran out quite a while back. Yeah, so Dragon's just going to honor these 2 alchemists. And then he will be at 12 strength, which is exactly enough to break the stronghold. Oh, he has Mountain Does Not Fall as well, yeah. This is over. This is very over. alphasquid passes. You should honor the other Master Alchemist while you're here. But it probably won't matter. Trying to survive the turn and dishonor? That's not going to happen though, right? Like, even if you survive the turn, there's no way you're going to dishonor here. Like, I agree with Shoot. Earlier, Shoot said that I would have probably conceded here. I think Crane should have conceded at some point in this last turn. Yep, there's the other Master Alchemist getting honored. So yeah, this should 100% be the game here. I see absolutely no way for Crane to survive. He probably has like a Steward of Law, a couple of charges, maybe a Voice of Honor. Yeah, there's a charge, not really gonna do much. There's a Hurricane Punch, just in case. So he's 4 skill over what he needs. 3 now with this Way of the Crane. And there's no way, there's absolutely no way for Crane to get 3 skill here with what's left in his deck. So yeah, this should be over. Plays admit defeat to bow cautious scout. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Yeah, so his deck at that point was 2 admit defeat, 1 charge, 1 voice of honor, 1 steward of law. So now it's that, except for that second admit defeat. So yeah, pretty much nothing left to do. Yeah, both of the noble sacks are gone. Wouldn't have saved him anyway, though. Unless he had the steward, I guess. But still. Yeah, so that is going to be the break there. Good game. Yeah, I think, like, I mean, I think the main problem with the Crane deck was not really the way that he played it. It was just that he didn't have enough cards that actually did things. They can't defeat you if you admit defeat first. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, like in Crane especially, you really need your cards to do as much as possible. You're never really gonna win the long game against pretty much anything. So yeah. But yeah, sruman will move on to the top 16. He will play against another Crane, lucky him. Mech Misfit. Seems good. But yeah, that's gonna do it here. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks again for the bits, Isomalt. Congratulations to sruman on the win, and I will see you guys next time.